All right, hey everybody. So welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about Gamma. It's a really cool AI that's able to make presentations automatically for you. So I'm going to share my screen and we can just get right into it. We're actually going to start out with ChatGPT making just a different prompt for us. So let me get this off my screen. Here we go. So we're going to say, make me a slideshow talking about Gamma for a YouTube video. Now make this a prompt that is detailed to be put into Gamma. Using ChatGPT to make a more detailed prompt gives you better results whenever you're using other AIs like this. So, I mean, you can use anything. I prefer ChatGPT just because I already have a subscription for it, but I've recently seen that Claude is really good. I like that a lot, but if you don't have the paid subscription, you only can use like one or two messages before it says you're all done. So here we got this, copy it. Now we can get into the Gamma demonstration. So here, now you can see what kind of the Gamma screen looks like. I've already made one for StudyFlow AI, which is kind of something we're doing in another class, but it'll just go right here, select create new. And then here you have many different options. So you can generate it just from a prompt, which is what we're going to be doing. But you can also create it from like notes or outlines, which is pretty cool. There's also different templates or kind of files that you can upload as well. But I prefer the prompt, but I haven't messed around with the other ones too much yet. So once you select that, it will take you right in here. You can see there's many different things you can do. You can do a presentation, web page, document, social, graphic. I haven't tried any of these yet, these four. I think they're newer. The last I saw it was only presentations. So I am gonna probably mess around with these as well. But here you can just go in right away, type in, copy and paste in your prompt, and then hit edit prompt. And this will allow you to do a lot more customization, which is really cool. Give you a better idea of what you want your presentation to actually look like. So you can see your prompt goes in right here in the middle in the prompt editor. But over here on the left, you start here. You can generate, condense, or preserve. So I like to condense just to make things as short and concise as possible. You can make it super minimal, concise, and get all the way up to extensive. Once again, I stay with concise. Looks like you can select many different languages here, which is really cool. Actually, I didn't notice this. So I'm going to be sticking with English. There's a bunch of different themes that you can use as well. So you can just click view more and it will give you tons of options that you can just choose from. So we'll give these a second to load in, but you can see as you keep scrolling, just plenty of them. I kind of like this one. I'm a big fan of the color blue. So we'll try this theme right here. Select this, and then you can go down here. It looks like you can use image source, so they have AI images you can choose from, but it also looks like you can search things from the web or different GIFs, which is cool. We'll stick with these AI images, and you can select to view more. Similar to the themes, you can see there's a bunch of different ideas you can do here. Let's think, what would look good? It gives you also kind of a preview on the right of what it will look like. So I kind of like the neon glow. Let's go with that. So go ahead and hit save. This thing got in my way. Go ahead and hit save. And you got on here, format, we'll just stick with a classic presentation. And let's say we just want it to be 5 cards. Now all you do is hit generate and you watch the magic happen. It will show you as it's making the whole slideshow. And I think this is the coolest part. You just get to sit back, go hands-free, and let it do what it wants. Yeah, here it goes. I don't have to do any work for you guys. All I have to do is type it into here and you guys can read along. So we'll give this a second here to load right in. Great, now it's all done. It typically takes another 10, 15 seconds or so for like the pictures to get added in, but you can see they're already going. But boom, now you go. Here we go, creating presentations with AI, Gamma. It will tell you all about what Gamma is. And also the cool thing is you can go in here and edit whatever you want, which makes it super customizable. So if you really just need to rush something, throw something together, and then you can go in yourself and edit it later. It's really beneficial. But I mean, you can't ask for anything better than this. Um, and I just think it's a great thing to try out, especially if you've never used it before. But now that we're here, I'm actually curious if we should try to build a web page or something because I've never done that before. So let's go. How about instead of a presentation, do a web page? There's actually another video that I'm planning on doing with Durable for making web pages and AI websites. So I'm curious kind of how this compares. I have no idea what's gonna happen. We're just doing a test run here. I've never done any of this before, so this is gonna be new to me too. It looks like it's pretty much doing the same thing, but then kind of in the top right up here, you can hit publish. So I'm assuming that allows you to publish it out to the web, which would be really cool actually. I could think of a lot of different use cases for this. I actually worked on a project called Flaherty Fitness. Go check out that video. But I used a website for that, but it was kind of my first time trying anything like that. And I wouldn't even necessarily call it a website. So I wonder if I could do something like this to make it a little bit better or even try something else. But wow, I mean, once again, that was really quick. Looks like it's pretty much the same thing. If you hit site ready to publish, just see what happens here, I guess. Publish, view site. Oh, yes, yeah, this is great. Looks a little plain, but once again, I'm sure if you change the theme, go in and add your own things. Oh, probably because it's still loading in a little bit. Yeah, it even adds little transitions like that. Wow, this is really cool. Okay, never mind. So it was still loading in. It does have a little watermark here made with Gamma. I'm sure if you probably buy the premium version, you get rid of that. Just curious what happens if you hit try Gamma. Does it just take you back there? Yeah, so the links work and everything. And keep in mind, I just used Gamma for this presentation, but you can type in anything you want here, prompts whatever you'd like. Curious what this watch the video does, if it does anything. Yeah, it looks like that one's not linked to anything, but I'm sure there's a way you can go and edit that. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. Let's see what else. Let's just keep going down the list of made the web page document. I feel like that'd be pretty boring. But I like the social, so portrait, I'll stick with that. Looks like I can only do classic, so just generate and see what happens. Okay, so I'm assuming it's pretty much the same as the web page, but just more geared towards mobile applications, which is still really cool. Even if you're just using this to get inspiration or an idea for your project, it's not like you have to completely just plug it into AI and copy everything it does. But I mean, this is amazing. I think this is something that a lot of people should be using. Obviously, you have to double check, make sure it's not just hallucinating and throwing out random stuff, but I'm very impressed. I was actually aware of this during my internship. I saw one of the other interns use this for their final project after we had a presentation about it. But I've used it on my own a few different times. But I haven't had a chance to mess around with this stuff, and I really like it. But cool. I think hopefully you guys at this point have a better idea of what Gamma is. Once again, just mess around. You can update your own pictures. There's plenty of stuff on the side, basic blocks, images. You can make your own layouts, diagrams, really anything and everything. So hope you guys learned something from this, and thanks for watching.